Beautiful start to the day. Good morning. December has arrived. Hi, I'm First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week. We chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Hopefully get your day started off on a bright note and hopefully, just hopefully, make sure that you know everything you need to know when it comes to weather in Central Florida and perhaps even beyond. Before we get in too deep, let's just look outside. Let's take a moment of zen to enjoy that beautiful shot. Downtown Orlando, off in the distance, the tourist district. Clear skies. It is a nice and cool start to the day as well. Rise and shine, my friends. Let's talk temperatures out the door. Definitely jacket weather. I had the jacket on earlier, was able to shed it now. 58 degrees, the current temperature in the city. Beautiful. It is 52 degrees in Leesburg, 44 for us in the Villages, 50 degrees up into Palm Coast, and about 57 degrees in Titusville. The radar is quiet. Satellite imagery is looking good. So let's just get right to it. Where do we go from here? Our 12-hour forecast, a snapshot of your Wednesday. Looking good, too. We do get into partly cloudy skies later today, but that's not a big concern. Temperatures climbing to about 68 degrees by 11 o'clock, 73 by 1 o'clock, and yeah, 77. I like that. It's going to be a gorgeous day for any outdoor plans you've got. Seriously, go make some plans on your lunch break or after work, after school, whatever the case may be. You've got to do it. Maybe you're heading out to SeaWorld. I wouldn't mind doing that today. After crisp temperatures, you know those animals are going to love being alive with weather that looks like this. 73 by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 74 degrees by 5 p.m., and of course we'll get a little higher. Tim says it's a one-layer day on the Burris scale. Yeah, right. I mean, I had the jacket on earlier. Does that count? Maybe? I don't know. You tell me. We're kind of ending this pattern. So we've started off the week with cool temperatures. We're kind of ending this cool setup and starting to work in warmer air. And over the next couple of days, you're going to start to see, like, who's honking outside of my house? Is there a traffic jam? You're going to start to see a warmer weather pattern across Central Florida. So get ready for it. It's not going to get hot, but temperatures are going to definitely yield more t-shirts. So I need to go do laundry because I'm running out of clothing anyway. With today being December 1st, hurricane season is over with, so no updates in the tropics, no need. Today also gives us an opportunity to look back at November and reflect. Afternoon temperatures ran about 1.1 degrees cooler. Now, you have to remember that's an average, and we've got these ebbs and flows in our Central Florida weather. But for those of you that asked, and this is a graphic that directly came from Coffee Talk on Monday, for those of you that asked, has it been cooler than average? The answer, absolutely, is yes. So that wraps up meteorological fall. Now we enter meteorological winter. It's not real winter. It's not astrological winter where you have to wait for the winter solstice. This is meteorological winter. In other words, weather-wise, we break up the months as seasons. So December, January, February is meteorological winter. March, April, May, meteorological spring. June, July, August is meteorological summer. You get the idea. So with meteorological winter here, it's an opportunity for us to just kind of look. For the month, average high, 74. Now, of course, those temperatures are dropping through the month, but for the month, average high is 74. Average low is 53. January is our coldest month as a whole, okay? But you know, we're continuing to build on that. And then February, we do start to bring those temperatures up. So today, meteorological winter. Yeah, good stuff. All right. So we're entering into the coldest months of the year. We've got great weather ahead of us. What's going on? Well, let's just start things off. Futurecast already starting that warmer setup. Just staying wonderfully mild for our Thursday and even for our Friday. but it's that next little piece of high pressure that moves in that's going to continue to just reiterate the great weather. Now, late Saturday into Sunday, you see that top left corner of your screen? There's our next cold front, and that next cold front is going to be the one that puts question marks into our overall forecast picture. So take a look. We'll look at the 7-day forecast. Then, yes, we're going to go ahead and we're going to we'll go ahead and look ahead and figure out, long range stuff. But I did want to just share with you the temperatures over the next few days, they are starting to tick up little by little. Cindy says, real cold last night. Brr, Lady Lake. I mean, it was definitely a chilly one. It was definitely a chilly one. Hold on a second. All right, sorry. Not the coldest of the season. That was 2 days ago. But, yeah, we're looking great. If you like the warmer weather, today we already start at 77. We keep building on that theme. This weekend, do you have outdoor plans? I think we do. I think we're going to be outdoors. We better. Look at that. Morning lows are comfortably cool. Afternoon highs comfortably mild. Love that. Now, Monday into Tuesday, again, that's where we start to see some things. So let's look at the models. Give me just a second here. We'll do that. All right. Raw model data we go. All right. So we love getting in depth on Coffee Talk. And here we go. We're getting in depth, baby. So this is the raw GFS. Look at that little clipper system. Bringing some snow to Canada. A little cooler air there. Saturday, Sunday. There's another storm system. Look at that. Bringing some snow up through Minnesota, Michigan. Yeah, into the Great Lakes. But you can kind of see that frontal boundary bringing with it the moisture here. This is going to be Monday late. That's about 1 p.m. And you can kind of see Monday into Tuesday. Now, the front washes out. It doesn't dive in a masterful area of cold air. But it should bring in a little taste of cooler air for Tuesday. Now, the models are going back and forth on this, trying to figure out, what does that influence for us here in Central Florida. So we'll have to figure that out. Right now, the models are just too inconsistent, so we're not really going and biting on that for our 7-day forecast, but I do want to let you know that that's a possibility. If we switch over to the European charts, why? Oh, because of the model run we've got selected. Stand by. Let me do that. Okay. All right, so let's go back and check on the European. This is the 0Z. It's the last full model run of the European. And again, timestamp is going to be on the top right. So this is, we'll just kind of roll through here. This is tomorrow morning. That's Thursday morning at 12Z. So that is 7 a.m. Eastern time. Storm system up into Canada, some showers, maybe some mixing going on in the northeast United States, but we're looking good. There, that's through the weekend. Look at that. Now, interestingly enough, the European is giving that little clipper system I was telling you about. It's actually bringing more snow into the Northeast and into New England. So for our friends in the Northeast, I would probably say they would prefer the GFS solution over anything. But looking ahead to the week, notice next week, it doesn't really throw much of a front through. So the GFS is a little more bonkers on it than the European, but there's definitely indicators. And then that's Friday the 10th. There's definitely a front there, not getting bone-chilling cold for us. Let's switch over to the GFS. Yeah, and the GFS is not really going crazy on that one. That's going to be a little storm system moving through there. When is that? That's the 14th, 15th. So anyway, there's some fronts that are moving through, but the models are not going bonkers on any of them. When we look to our, if I can click you, when we look to our long-range forecasting, this is what we've identified using the BSR. We've got that December 4th, that kind of starting to warm things up a little bit. Then December 6th, the big cold front moving through. The question is, how big is it for us? But there is one on the maps. That lined up with all the models. So the December 4th part, we don't even really need to list that anymore, so we can remove that. And then the December 6th, that's showing up. December 10th, big storm system and colder And then December 15th, storm system, and then colder. So I believe we did see that the 10th one here on the model. Do that. So that's December 5th. The 9th. So that's December. Yeah, so there's that storm system and that cold front, the December 9th into December 10th. It's looks like it's wanting to be a little earlier than our call. Big storm system and colder. You can see that kind of storm system through the northeast kind of extending there. You could see the isobars dropping, so that would be a cooler setup for us. And then the models don't really go far enough out, but that December 15th timeline is also there. So between Coffee Talks, I'm going to remove the December 4th because we know that it's going to be warming. We've seen that on our 7-day forecast, and I'm going to slide everything up, okay? So anyway, kind of interesting stuff. While we're talking about long-range forecasting and Coffee Talk stuff, a reminder that we're doing the Coffee Talk drive-through. I would love to talk to you. Have you signed up for this week? It's free. I don't pay you anything, so it's not like it's a benefit, other than you get to come on Coffee Talk, meet everybody, and chat. Would you like to chat with everybody? I like to chat with everybody. It's your chance, okay? So here's all you have to do. Head to wesh.com/Coffee Talk. And by doing that, you put in your name, your email. I swear to you, I'm the only one that gets that, and I swear to you, I don't sell it. But we Skype you in, and on Fridays during the quiet season, I get to know you a little bit. And then you get to know me a little bit. You can ask me any questions. So it's a lot of fun. If you've never done it, and even if you have done it, let's check in. Let's check in with you. See how things are going. It's good. I like it. My brother says it could be you. It was him. Could be you. So, Wesh, we even made the fancy email address this year. That's pretty cool, you ask me. Wesh.com/Coffee Talk. All right? All right. Chris is asking, how far out does the BSR go? Valid. 4th. Let me just look. It goes out the 21st of December. So we're almost to Christmas. I guess should we look at it a little bit? All right, let's go long range. If you're new to Coffee Talk, one of the things that we do is we do long range forecasting. It is something you're only going to see here, basically. I mean, I may mention it on Wesh 2 News, but the reality is there's just not enough time in a television news broadcast to talk about long-range stuff. So, and of course I'm talking about it like, look at that big honking storm system out there. But it gives us an opportunity to chat long-range and to get a little in-depth. Hit that button. All right. So I'll get that dialed up. Okay, so here we are. We'll start off with this map. There's obviously a cold front there. That's around December 6th. Okay, that's around December 6th. So Monday. Now, before we go too deep, let's just look. I believe Monday does show up on our 7-day forecast. Yeah, it does. So it's got a cold front in the vicinity. You can see on the graphic, cold front, cooler air diving in. The 7-day forecast does not reflect that. But I was telling you a few minutes ago that if we come back to look at the model data, let's do this. Give me a few seconds. I want to get Monday. There's okay. So what you're looking at here is what's called temperature anomaly. Okay, so this is Monday at 6Z. That's Monday morning about 7 a.m. You see how it's oranges are warmer for us. You see how the blues are up there? That is a big push of cooler air according to the GFS. So according to the GFS, Monday into Tuesday, there's going to be a cold front. The reason that you're not seeing it on our 7-day forecast, and this is where we get into the depths here on Coffee Talk. The reason you don't see it on the 7-day forecast is because the model data has not been consistent with it yet. So we're kind of going with a blend of there's a cold front, but we don't know how it's going to impact us yet, okay? So for what it's worth, that's why those high temperatures aren't there. But notice the shower chances are there. Those shower chances indicate that the front is going to be approaching us, but does the cold air get to us? That's what we don't know. That's why you see that there. So yes, as my brother put it, might have to tweak the 7-day. Yes, might have to tweak the 7-day. But if we go back to the BSR, there's a clear indicator. Next Monday into Tuesday, there's going to be a cold front moving through. So again, the beginning of the BSR is the end of the 7-day, which is kind of nice because it gives us the chance to look so beyond that. After that, that's next Tuesday, the 7th. Cool, dry air moving into Central Florida. A little storm system north of us, but cool air in our area. That's Wednesday. Storm system in the Gulf. And I've got it listed, Wednesday storm system in the Gulf, which I actually don't think that the models are even picking up on. Let's look. So this is model data. What did I say? Storm system in the Gulf, right? So let's look. Let me put this to a Gulf of Mexico view. What did I say? It was next Tuesday, Wednesday. There's a front. Yeah, the model's not really picking up. That's Wednesday. Now that's Wednesday into Thursday, kind of a cold front scenario. So model's not really picking up on it. But again, models are guidance, not gospel. But then again, so is the long-range forecasting stuff. So big storm system, according to the BSR, firing up out into the Gulf of Mexico by about next Wednesday. Now, you can see Wednesday into Thursday, it's kind of moving toward the panhandle of Florida. Now, again, exact positioning. These are just indicators. Exact positioning is subject to change, so you have to keep that in mind. But it's showing up. We called that Gulf storm system first on the 18th of November. Here we are on December 1st. So we've been talking about it for quite some time. And then that storm system kind of hangs out. Could be a pretty stormy setup, frankly. Mid to late next week, it could be a pretty stormy setup across Central Florida. It'll be an interesting one to see how that plays out. That also could be the first recycle of the LRC. That storm system over, you see where it's over North Florida there? That could be the same storm system that was just off the coast of Georgia and South Carolina at the beginning of October. Just shifted a little bit. So interesting to see, interesting to observe, but that very well may be the first recycling of the LRC. And if that's the case and we can lock it in, then we can start extrapolating that data out. And of course, forecasting weeks and weeks ahead and months and months ahead. And that would allow Jeremy and I to start working, and Gary as well, on our long-range hurricane season forecast. And that's the one that is.
Sorry, could you say that again?
No, I won't, because I don't even like using you. That's the thing to me that I love the most, is being able to forecast for tropical weather here. Now we're in the quiet season, which is great, but don't think that this nerd is going to be quiet. I mean, I'm going to be, beating up all the data, because what somebody got me a mug. It said something like, if you torture the data enough, it'll give you what you want. Something like that? I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just a joke. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Storm system starts to exit. Kind of a nice cool stretch for us. Another little storm system. Maybe it's just clouds. Maybe it's a little bit of added moisture. That would be around the 12th, December 12th. Nice cool stretch into the 13th. There's the 14th, watching another frontal boundary. Storm system and frontal boundary, 14th into the 15th. Nice, cool stretch there afterward. That's the 15th. That's the 16th. Nice and cool. So you can see we're kind of getting into mid-December now. And the 15th, I put front storm system, then chill. Yeah, I think we're still going to continue with that. 12Z. Yeah, that's the 17th there that we're looking at. That's December 17th. That's December 18th. It looks like another front. And then going as far out as we can, we start to go into the kind of model prognostication. Really nice setup there. Another little frontal boundary moving through. That would be... That's December 21st. So we're now into Christmas week. Tuesday of Christmas week. Yeah. We're looking good, but there is going to be that front there. You see where it says 1072? That might be that we get a front moving in right before Christmas. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, for now, it looks like Christmas week is going to be beautiful with a front moving through early Christmas week and then clearing out just thereafter. Patty's asking thunderstorms with that system. Patty, it's really difficult. It's really difficult in long-range forecasting to get into exacts. I would just say that for long-range forecasting, think of it as it gives you an idea, and that's it. You can't go much deeper afterward. All right, I'm gonna make, while we're here, Control C, Control V, Control C. Give me a second. Control V. I'm just updating our Control C. Control V, and then line, take you off, do that. All right, I'm just updating our long-range forecast graphic because we know the end of this week our temperatures are warming, so we don't need to go over that. So this is where we're at on our long-range forecast thinking. All right, this is where we're at. Looking good, getting a nice chill for the 15th. It looks like, if I'm honest, it looks like the beginning of the month looks maybe a little milder. And then by the end of the month, it looks like we're going, mid to end of the month, we're going to be getting cooler. That's kind of the pattern that I'm looking at right now. So it'll be interesting. Yeah. My hubby Joe said to tell you thank you for your great forecasting. Don, thank you. I got him watching you all too. Thank you, Don. And Joe, good morning. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Yeah, we definitely get a little more in-depth here on Coffee Talk, but I love it. Chris, so my anniversary is looking good. The 24th. Yeah, bud, yeah. I mean, that's right there, right? That's your anniversary right there. High pressure front to the south. Looks pretty good to me, my friend. Now, if this tries to speed up or slow down a little bit, what are you going to do? But I think for now, I think we're looking good. Simon, hi there. First time back in Florida for 20 months. Welcome back. So happy to be back. Wow, you lost some weight in that time. Looking good. Thank you. Yeah, 108 pounds. I'm feeling great, too. I'm feeling great. So, long-range forecast looking good. In a couple of days, we're going to be able to start talking about Christmas. That's not bad. Of course, Hanukkah's continuing, so let's discuss that. Looking great for Hanukkah plans. Nice, quiet conditions. I'll have my projection screen out there. I bought an FM transmitter because the other day a car pulled. Did we talk about? I can't even remember. Did we talk about this? A car pulled up, and they couldn't hear anything. And I'm like, well, that stinks because then what's the point of all that work if they're just sitting there watching the colors and not enjoying the music? So I got an FM transmitter. We'll get that working. Oh well. Leanne, good morning to you. Because driving by your house to look at the light. Yeah, on your anniversary. Yeah. I need to paint my housing for the projector so that it's weatherproof. Man, Pam, you love Coffee Talk. Thank you very much for hanging out. Then Pam, I better see your name signed up. for the Coffee Talk drive-through. It's easy to do. You asked, not you individually, but you asked, and we delivered. Wesh.com/Coffee Talk. Let's see if anybody, I'm logging in now to see if anybody else has signed up to do the drive-through. We've not had, a couple of people signed up today. I want more. Wesh.com/Coffee Talk. Sign up. I want you to join us. I want you to be a part of the Coffee Talk experience. It's so fun to do. By the way, yesterday we were doing the Share Your Christmas telethon. Did you watch this morning to see how much money we raised? Did you know our goal of $200,000 for our community was absolutely shattered? We more than doubled it. We almost put $500,000 into the community. $500,000. So you figure we'll round it down because it was like $460,000. Can I sign up multiple times for this month? You could sign up multiple times, but only once a week, Bruce, only once a week. We put in $460,000, which means if you take 400, I'm going to just do this, okay? 460, 3, times 4. We, as a community, were able to put out nearly 2 million meals yesterday alone because of your generosity. 2 million meals, almost. Wow. Almost 2 million people will be fed. Or, individual meals. Thank you. As a community, I'm amazed how Central Florida comes through every single time. This is why I love my hometown. This is why I love living here. And when people make fun and say, oh, Orlando's only Disney, it's like, no. Not at all. I mean, I love the Disney. Don't get me wrong. I'm meeting a friend out there for lunch today. But gosh, we helped each other so much. I am so proud of our community. And then in a couple of weeks when we run the full Share Your Christmas food drive, I will be proud again to see what everybody does. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everybody at Wesh feels the exact same way. And for those that need it, thank you for helping them. Because you know that you would be able to get the help if you needed it. And if you do need it, the help is there because of the generosity of our fellow coffee talkers and of our fellow Central Floridians. It's humbling to know that there's such good people still in the world. Because, man, when you're out on the roads, I do feel like you don't realize that. When I'm driving, you know what I had happen yesterday? We were doing a Target pickup because Jeannie was picking, you know what Jeannie, we were doing? We were picking up an Elf on the Shelf. And as soon as I pull into the Target thing, No sooner did I get the car in park, but the guy parked in front of me starts flashing his high beams because he's mad that my headlights are on. And I turned my headlights off, but I'm just like, dude, you couldn't have waited. I didn't even get the car in park and you're already trying to be abrasive toward me. So when you're out in the car, I feel like you don't ever see the nice people. But then we do share your Christmas and you're reminded, oh, the nice people just must not drive in Central Florida. That must be what it is. So anyway, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. All right, 7-day forecast looking good. Upper 70s, nearly 80 degrees into this weekend. Next week, asterisk, those upper 70s probably are not going to stay. We need to fine tune it on the models. We looked at it. Long range forecast says we're going to get a little cooler. And the models are hinting at it. So just know, this weekend mild, probably Monday into Tuesday, you're going to start to see those temperatures on the 7-day forecast dropping off. All right? Chris says probably a coffee talk friend trying to say hi. I don't think so. I think it was just a real Central Florida driver. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Don't be that person. Don't be sitting there trying to pick a fight in the car. I'm like, man, I turned my lights off. I didn't even get in park yet. Be good. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk. I'm off of work, which means, Mike, I'm coming for you out there for lunch.